Hello, everyone. This is Rose. Today's topic from the Book of Life is Intimidated by My Wife. Men who feel they hold the switch to when and how their wife use knowledge. Let's take a look at this story, short story from the Book of Life. Josephine, a single, attractive woman in her early 30s, occupies her time with reading, going to seminars, taking training classes, and looking at how to fix or build programs on TV. She loves learning beyond her bachelor's degree in business. She is a licensed real estate agent. She has a certificate in tax preparation from one of the largest income tax preparation agency. She loves to put together furniture that is delivered in a box in pieces. She loves to cook and decorate. She likes when things are neat, organized, and clean. Josephine feels she can think clearer when her surroundings is clean and orderly. Josephine is very humble and meek. She was raised by a mother who received only her GED when she was in her late 30s. Yet her mother held a seat on the board at the local community health care center for low-income people. Her mother had a nonprofit organization that helped low-income people fight against discrimination due to financial status. Josephine's mother felt that all people should have a right to good health care and education regardless of where they live or the amount of money they have or have not in their bank accounts. Josephine is an easygoing type of person. She never judges anyone based on their financial status, their education, or their speech, or their demographic. She understands there is a lot of skillful, smart people without a college education, and there's a lot of educated people without money. When Josephine met her husband, Bobby, he was wearing a plain uniform. She knew Bobby had a job, but did not ask him what type of job. She knew he lived alone in an apartment, but did not ask him in what area did he live. She was more interested in getting to know Bobby's personality traits. Josephine loved Bobby's gentle, warm smile. He would call her every day only to say hi. He would invite her on a date every Saturday. Many times they would spend Saturdays going to the movies and dinner. Sometimes they would go to concerts, exhibitions, and museums. Bobby was the perfect gentleman. He always opened doors for Josephine and never allowed her to pay for anything. Sometimes Josephine would cook at home in order to not feel so guilty about all the money Bobby was spending on their dates. After a year of dating Bobby invited Josephine to his home for dinner. He wanted to show off his culinary skills. Josephine was impressed with Bobby's cooking skills. She was extremely impressed that his apartment was clean. Bobby and Josephine soon got married 18 months after dating. Because Josephine loved Bobby's huge-sized rooms in his apartment, she decided to move into his apartment with him after they got married. Immediately after the marriage, isn't that when it usually happened? Immediately after the marriage, Bobby asked Josephine for 50% of the rent and monthly bills. Prior to marriage, whenever Josephine would ask Bobby about their financial arrangement, to come after they get married, Bobby would say, "Don't worry about it. You know I got you." Although Bobby knows how to cook, he feels Josephine should prepare dinner every day, but did not say anything about who is responsible for buying the groceries. Okay? Shortly after marriage, he changes. Once again, Josephine asks about putting together a financial agreement. Bobby asked Josephine to pay half of all the bills, which of course Josephine decided it was best if she comes up with an agreement that was suitable for the both of them. And she asked Bobby to think about what she comes up with for them to discuss it and agree upon it. So Josephine decided, okay, she would come up with the agreement for them to discuss, especially since she would be the one cooking, cleaning, and shopping for the household. She agreed to pay half the rent. Okay, she did agree on that. But she also felt that Bobby should continue to pay the monthly utilities, and he should purchase his personal hygiene items as well as contribute to the household cleaning supplies. Bobby was not happy but agreed. The couple no longer went on dates after they got married. So when Josephine complains to Bobby, Bobby insists that they split the bill on all dates. They can resume going on dates, but now the bill has to be split among them too. Josephine, she agreed. Josephine, being a very clean person, she thought Bobby was as well before they got married. However, after saying "I do," she realized Bobby wasn't very clean. He would leave his clothes on the floor, and paperwork was all over the house. He would waste food and liquids on the floor without cleaning it up. He stopped opening doors and started giving her chores of what he expected to be done each day. Josephine worked a full-time job, yet Bobby expected her to come home immediately after work to clean up behind him so that when he arrives home, he can relax in a clean house. Josephine was very skilled in reading and interpreting contracts. She was very skilled in finances and would often make sure before signing on the dotted line that the contract was beneficial to their financial good. Bobby, on the other hand, would sign documents without reading as long as he was getting what he wanted. He didn't care what percentage rate they charged him, as long as what he expected to pay monthly was met his criteria. But what if he could have got a lesser amount? Josephine was that person to look for that. Bobby would get angry at Josephine for wanting to take time to dissect the contract for errors before signing. Oftentimes, Josephine would find an error in the contract. Bobby would be happy that Josephine saved him money, yet he would get angry at her because he felt she made him look less knowledgeable in front of people. Bobby wasn't computer savvy at all and often would need Josephine's help. This was okay, as long as they were alone in the privacy of their home. Whenever a family member was at their home and Bobby had a computer problem or an issue with streaming a movie on one of the apps, he would become agitated and upset if Josephine came to his rescue by fixing the problem. During the purchase of their new home, Bobby got upset because Josephine was asking a lot of questions. And for carefully taking her time to review the documents. He accused her of intentionally trying to make him look bad in front of people. He tells her that he is the man and the head of their household, and her job was to remain silent until a question was asked of her. Josephine, she remained silent. She only remained silent while he was talking his nonsense. And, however, she did not agree with him. Bobby would often brag on the phone that he prepares and files their taxes every year, as well as do things that Josephine was skilled at doing and usually do. Whenever Bobby's friends would call him regarding income tax issues, he would ask Josephine, then relay the message to his friends. So Super Bowl Sunday came up. It was coming up in a week. Bobby decided to invite his friends over to watch the game on his new 75-inch TV with surround sounds. After the game, one of Bobby's friends asked him an income tax question regarding filing as a newly married man. The friend wanted to file his taxes separate from his wife, but his wife wanted to file together as a married couple. Bobby's friend wanted to know the benefits of filing separate versus filing married. Because Bobby did not want to ask Josephine in front of his friends, he gave his friend a guess-added answer, which we know that was wrong. Josephine overheard Bobby's reply to his friend and was disappointed that her husband gave fraudulent information that could cause a substantial decrease in refund to the friend. Josephine decided to intercede in the most respectful way she could. She started by saying to Bobby, "Honey, remember the financial benefits for the tax status. Married filing separate is totally different from married filing jointly. I think it would be more beneficial for your friend if he files with his wife as a married couple. His tax preparer would better know." After Bobby's friends left, he harshly reprimanded Josephine for interfering in his conversation. Josephine decided to stand up for herself. She spoke back to her husband in a monotone, firm voice. She said, "Bobby, I am so tired of you treating me like I do not matter in this relationship. You knew of my skills and interests in learning when we got married. If you felt you would be intimidated by my knowledge, you shouldn't have married me. Why must I decrease in order for you to increase as a man in charge of his household? You should be proud to tell people that you are married to an intelligent, knowledgeable woman. Your proudness would have shown the unity of us as one and would have automatically increased your status as a man. People judge us many times on the company we keep as well as the person we marry. Because I take your degrading, disrespectful treatments without standing up for myself, my friends see me as a battered woman who must have low self-esteem. I am not a light switch under your control to switch on and off for knowledge only when it's to benefit you. If you do not change your disrespectful treatment towards me, I am leaving this marriage." Bobby was silent. He was silent as Josephine spoke. He didn't have nothing to say. She gave him a mouthful. Once she finished talking, he quietly walks away. Ladies, being in a relationship doesn't mean you become powerless or that you have to compromise your value or worth. It's okay to let your light shine so that your higher power may be glorified. Dimming your light doesn't make your partner light shine any brighter. Remember this. One lamp on in a room may give off sufficient light. However, 2 lamps on in the room will give off more than sufficient light. Let your light shine before man so that your God may be glorified. Don't dim your light for anyone. Have that man come up to your standards rather than you decrease down to his. Click the thumbs up and subscribe button to receive notifications of more articles from the Book of Life. Be blessed and safe. Peace.